We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Mecole Hardman. He might score. He will score. Touchdown, Chiefs. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Throwing to start here is Tua. Forced out to his left. And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down the defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you heard.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 31 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here we go on the return from the 1-yard line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Short throw to Smith. Stays on his feet. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
They find some open field here. Still going inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 51 yards. And the Dolphins are back within a score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And there he goes again. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Again, open partner, I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Here's Mostert, toss left side. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. A tale of 2 extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
Tua sets up to pass it. Over the middle, that's caught by Schwartz. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
With the score, Chiefs 21, Dolphins 7.
Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Turbo one high. Ready. Set.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Motion man is Schwartz. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
He'll swing this out to Mostert. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
He scored their touchdown earlier, and this had a chance to be another. This secondary scrambling for answers, looking at each other, trying to figure out who is going to put the clamps on this guy, because right now he's absolutely shredding them.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Tua going to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 16. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's third down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jonnu Smith in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Sanders now to add the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball. And this is caught. It's Brown. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on stand.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
And that's what you get for chewing clock, though. I mean, you kind of asked for that, didn't you? And you kind of did. You was throwing short passes, and eventually I was going to pick up on those short little passes of you chewing clock, and eventually I was going to pick it off. But that right there,
he's got it as they double up the lead.
I can't really say that it was all me. It was more or less your fuck up because I ran commit.
Throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Yeah.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20.
I'm not gonna lie. You aggravating the shit out of me, my bro. You pissing me the hell off over here. Because I'm sitting here like I know what you're gonna do. Especially when you do that little tight end, whatever the fuck it is called. Whenever you do that, huh?
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago.
Yeah, whenever you do that tight end, like, I know when you're doing it. I know where you're going with it, and it's like I still can't get it.
I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out.
Oh, right
yes,
on the
sir.
heels of the pick six, another ball intercepted, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, whatever adjustments they're trying to make over on that sideline, Charles, this defense, they just seem to be a step in front of them.
Yeah, I was trying to get you to throw it to somebody else, but I was like, nah, you know what? He probably gonna cut on the inside and try to throw on the inside.
They are thinking hard
So
about
I try to run back.
opponent away. That turnover, it grew their lead and just totally deflated down.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Now these next couple of series, you can take them out of the game entirely if you continue on this pace.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Yeah, if they had a better quarterback, if Tua wasn't Tua.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Yeah.
And he's going to be
The fact that you, I don't think you fumbled this whole game, have you?
To an abrupt halt.
Oh, did you? Oh shit! I don't remember. Oh yeah. Oh, I thought you tried to hit stick me.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here.
Oh, shit, really?
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Yeah, usually I play with the Steelers, but it's like I can't get over the offense. The offense is so trash. The defense, I love the defense. I be making people fumble all the time. But the offense is trash.
Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. The slot man in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, Someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10. And
Yeah, I see him too. I'm like, I'm trying to get the line to
right now,
to do something different,
what
but
have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't
oh
done
man,
anything so far
wide
in the
open.
second half.
Oop.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And the Chiefs are going to get it back here just past the 35. So an opening.
That's 'cause I was trying to blitz you, but yeah, each time each time you had somebody wide open. It's just that it's his release is horrible.
Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield.
If I would have bullet past that, yeah, that would have been picked off.
Marquise Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Chiefs get another 3rd quarter touchdown.
Yeah, usually when I run that play, I'm usually looking for him. If he covered, I look for X, and if he covered, look for square. But usually, everybody usually covered on that play. I don't know how they get open.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
What playbook you use?
Taking it about the 1.
You know, I've been trying to learn how to do that, man, but it's like it seems like it takes forever to get to do it. Ouch! Is that easy? Huh.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa sliding out of the pocket. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping.
Yeah, and I gave him to 830.
And that one results in 35.
No, I'm not talking to somebody else. I gave him to 830.
Between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to
He said her room is clean.
And then he has 2 options: cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field. And he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
Smith catches left side, and he's going to get this inside the 30. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Nah, I play with New York. I play with the Jets.
In motion, Hill.
Yeah, man.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So he couldn't hook up. His time is now run out on this 3rd quarter.
Apparently it's not, King. Let's go.
3 quarters in the books.
I'll be up there in a minute. Let's start your room. Apparently it's not. So go upstairs. Go. Go. Go.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Tua. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. No sign of Tua departing. 4th down. They're going for it. Now they'll send Waddle in motion left. 4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. And going deep for Hill. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill, 39 yards. And the Dolphins get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
Throwing now is Mahomes. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A very solid gain of 27. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. That one out wide and intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level. That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. It's Tagovailoa from his own end zone. This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of a first down. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be fourth down. A nice job of bringing that in, but why was he so close to the sideline there? They had all kinds of room in the flat.
A little bit of a lack of coordination between him and the quarterback, because both of them should have seen that room that was available, that space. Stop your route a little bit shorter, put it on him, and let him turn and get upfield.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. That is caught, and he will have a Dolphins first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
44, ready.
Now Tua. Got an open man, it's Schwartz. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Tua to throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Chiefs will take over here at their own 12.
My bad, bro. I was actually off the sticks for a minute. I came back for like those last two plays.
That means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to
GG's, bro.
Posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out.
GG's, bro. I appreciate you. I appreciate the game, brother.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete.
I'm trying to bomb it downfield.
Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
I don't know. No, I don't think so.
Mahomes going to throw.
Oh.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Yeah, with this game well in hand, It's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Oh, he had it. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not.
All right, boys. All right, guys. We're going to pack it up.
Just throw it downfield out
Pack
of
it
the
up.
pocket, only if you're absolutely
Got a couple seconds. I'll pack it up.
Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer
Pack it up.
way.
Come on.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's
wild.
inside the 35. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts.
Come on, guys.
And
Come
as
on.
the two teams talking over
Come on,
on
guys.
their respective sidelines, we take a break. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Don't smack the glass.
Timeout comes in. The whistle's
Good.
blown
Don't smack the
with 4
glass.
seconds
Make her not
remaining.
want to do so.
Mahomes going to throw it here.
GG's, bro.
We'll forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. So it
Good
goes
game,
from a
bro.
3-score to a 4-score lead here in the closing moments of the fourth quarter. And whether they got that bonus touchdown or not, it's been a pretty impressive performance.
And they did it with not much time left.